It's this beautiful design that adds these exposed V's to your fabric. On this video, I'll teach you how to do the long stitch points edging. I'll be using a 4mm hook and some cotton yarn size 4. So for this design, you're going to start with a foundation chain that's a multiple of 4. In my case, I have 16 chains. We're going to begin with a foundation row. So for that, we're going to skip the first chain and into the next do a single crochet. So just a single crochet into the next chain. And now you want to do one single crochet into each chain all the way to the end. And that's going to be your foundation row, just one single crochet into each one of the chains. And I'll see you when you're done. Okay, this here is the end of the foundation row. Let's move on to row 1. For row 1, we're going to chain 1 and flip your work. You're going to work one single crochet into each of the next 3 stitches. So into the first stitch, one single crochet, second stitch, single crochet, and third stitch. Now we're going to begin the row repeat. The repeat starts by chaining 1. Then you're going to skip 1 stitch and then do one single crochet into each of the next 3 stitches. So skip 1 and then one single crochet into each of the next 3 stitches. And that's the end of the repeat. Let's go back to the beginning of it. Chain 1, skip 1, one single crochet into each of the next 3 stitches. And this will take you to the very edge of the row. So we're going to be chaining 1, skipping 1, and then doing our last 3 single crochets, which will take you to the very edge stitch. This here is the end of row 1. Now for row 2, we're going to chain 3, which counts as a double crochet, and flip your work. We're going to skip the first stitch, and then you're going to work one double crochet into each stitch of the row. So skip the first one, then one double crochet, all the way to the end. Then you're going to come across the chain 1 spaces. So you want to go into the chain itself, not the chain space, but the actual chain with a double crochet. So you're going to go into the chain and do a double crochet. My chain was a little bit tight there, but let's continue doing that. I'll show you again. Now I have the 3 single crochets. So I'm just going to do one double crochet into each one of them. That's 1, 2, 3. Then I have the chain 1 space, so I want to go into the chain itself with a double crochet. So continue doing this for however many stitches you have, and I'll see you at the end. Okay, this here is the end of row 2. By going into the chain itself, it's a little bit easier to see the space, the chain 1 space, because you're going to be needing it in this next row. So you have these little holes in between rows. Let's move on to row 3 here. For row 3, we're going to start by chaining 1 and flipping your work. We're going to do one single crochet into the first stitch. So one single crochet here. And now we're going to do a treble crochet into the first skip stitch of a few rows ago. So remember where you have the chain 1, skip 1. That skip stitch is a single crochet. That's where you're going to work into. So yarn over twice, bring your hook in front of your work and insert it at the top of the single crochet. Grab the yarn and pull up a tall loop. So pull it all the way up to bring you to the height of the current row. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Now we're going to be skipping one double crochet of the previous row and then doing one single crochet into the next stitch. So you kind of work it backwards a little bit. Single crochet. Okay, now we're going to be chaining 1, skipping the next double crochet, and then doing one single crochet into the next. Now this double crochet that you're going to skip is a little hidden by the threads that you just made. So just be careful with that. you're skipping that double crochet, going into the next with a single crochet. Okay. Now we're going to start the row repeat. The repeat starts by doing a treble crochet 2 together 2 rows ago. The way that starts is we're going to yarn over twice. You're going to go back into the stitch that you did your previous treble crochet into. So back into that stitch, grab the yarn and pull up a tall loop like you did before. Yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, pull through 2. And stop right there. Now we would skip 3 stitches and then do the next leg of the treble crochet together into the next skipped stitch. So yarn over twice, skip 3 stitches here, find the top of the next single crochet that you skipped, grab the yarn and pull up a tall loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and stop right there. You have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through all 3. And that's connecting these 2 here. Continuing the repeat, we're going to be skipping 1 double crochet on row 2. And again, these are a little bit hidden from the stitches, but this is the next double crochet. So you skip that into the next, do a single crochet. Now we chain 1. Skip the next double crochet of the previous row and into the next do a single crochet. And that there is the end of the repeat. Let's go back to the beginning of it. The repeat starts by doing a treble crochet 2 together 2 rows ago. So again, we yarn over twice. We go back to the stitch where the previous treble crochet was made. With our hook, pull up a loop, tall loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and stop right there. Yarn over twice into the next skip stitch from a few rows ago. Pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and stop right there. 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through all 3. Now, continuing the repeat, we would skip the next double crochet, which again is kind of hidden, so you just got to be careful. My stitch is here. Then I'm going to skip the next double crochet and into the next do a single crochet. Then you chain 1, skip the next double crochet and into the next do a single crochet. This one you want it to be behind the treble crochet. So there we go. Now you've created these kind of V's that come out of the work here. And when you get to the very end, you're going to have 2 stitches left. So we're going to be doing, let me see here. Yeah, again, my next double crochet is kind of hidden by the treble crochet. But if I push it, I've got 1 stitch here and the turning chain. So we're going to do 1 treble crochet into the same chain as the second leg of the treble crochet 2 together. So into this space here, just do 1 more treble crochet, yarn over twice, into that same space, pull up a tall loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And now we're just going to do 1 single crochet into the top of the turning chain. So into the top of the turning chain, insert your hook and do a single crochet. Okay, here we have it. This is a very subtle detail in front of your work, creating these V's with these exposed treble crochets. Now you can go ahead and cut off your yarn and thread your ends through. Okay, here we have it. So this one here, you see those V's that are kind of exposed, and you can kind of see them on both sides actually. So yeah, this one's really simple, but it adds a little bit of texture to your fabric. Hey, while you're at it, why don't you just subscribe to my channel? Just do it. Just do it.